All right, what is up? What is up? We are back live. Welcome back, everybody. All right, we are live. We are live. Sorry about that. Just a little mix up there. I'm sending out the tweet here. We're going to talk. We're going to talk some crypto, bull or bear on Bitcoin, and really that comes down to bull or bear on the entire market. Just going to send out a tweet here. Hold on one sec. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Sunday night going? All right, we are live. LIVE. Come hang out with us on YouTube. All right, we send that out. All right, how's everybody doing? So, if you were here this morning, you saw this document on the right-hand side. But if you were not here this morning, take a look at this. Take a look at the document on the right-hand side, because this is really what happened, guys. Going back to May 19th, okay? What's up, Stone? All right, the future of Bitcoin: 12 scenarios from bullish to bearish. I found this article really interesting. How you doing, Arzu, Enzu? How you doing, man? Welcome. Great article here, guys, by Jeff Wilzer back in February. Just came across this article, though. And he gives 12 scenarios for bullish to bearish on Bitcoin. All right, so no one knows what will happen with Bitcoin. Not the skeptics, not the believers, not even Satoshi. There's no crystal ball. Many of the sharpest minds in crypto embrace that uncertainty broadly, agreeing that we just don't know. And perhaps that's part of the allure, right? Love how this starts. Just kind of sucks you in here. So, okay, let's get right to the scenarios on this, because I want to share this first and foremost. This is a super informative article, okay? Scenario 1, and this is probably something you've heard before. In fact, I think I myself have even said this before. Scenario 1, Bitcoin thrives as digital gold. Okay, gold is a $10 trillion market cap asset. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Gold is a $10 trillion market cap asset. Bitcoin hit over 1 trillion, right? It's not there right now. Obviously, the price is down. It's 658 billion. But a lot of people think eventually the market cap of Bitcoin will reach the market cap of gold, which is 10 trillion. Bitcoin has been to 1 trillion. Okay? Some dude on Fox said Bitcoin will be worth 12.5 million by 2031. I don't think I mean, it sounds crazy. That number sounds crazy, Stone, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I really don't. We've already seen 1 trillion. And the thing is, our current dollar is depreciating by 6% every year, right? So here's what I want to start. So let's go back to this article. The simplest scenario, Peter McCormick, host of the podcast What Bitcoin Did, considers this the trends continue scenario. It's pretty much a certainty or very much a high probability. He predicts Bitcoin really just carries on what it's doing, more people adopt it, and the network grows in value. We'd see Bitcoin in pension funds, Bitcoin in sovereign wealth funds, and potentially on government balance sheets. Bitcoin's market cap eclipses that of gold. This would be scenario 1, Stone. Exactly what you put in chat. Hey guys, if you're liking this, hit the like button. Welcome into the stream. I'm gonna buy more Bitcoin if even that's a slight possibility. Well, yeah, I mean you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin, right? You can get chunks. You can get pieces of a Bitcoin. I don't know but I just jumped on Polygon at 77 cents today. I was traveling and stopped to see, and I couldn't say no. Nice, YouTube in Lower Heaven. Are you new here? Are you an avid listener to the channel? Have you been here before? Austin, hello. I know you're an avid listener. How you doing? Anthony, you too? USD is screwed. It's like they learned nothing from post-World War. Germany was printing more money. It doesn't work. Well, yeah, exactly, Anthony. Exactly. But price is only part of the story. Isaiah Jackson, author of Bitcoin and Black America, suggests that in this scenario, Bitcoin can help narrow the wealth gap. Another very common story. 25% of the black community is unbanked in the US, says Jackson, adding that when money is stashed under the mattress, lower income communities are disproportionately hurt by inflation. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? Inflation is not born evenly. Inflation kills, literally. This is why Jackson hosts regular webinars with black financial groups, spreading a message of financial empowerment through Bitcoin. Today, there are 130 million account holders of Bitcoin. Now, again, this was written in February, so these numbers could be a little off. Don't come at me in the comments. People think that for Bitcoin to succeed, you have to buy a cup of coffee with it, says Gladstein. That's a misconception. You do not need to buy coffee with Bitcoin for it to succeed. This is scenario number one. It thrives as digital gold. D, welcome back to the stream. Round two. Yeah, you better believe it. Why not? Happy Sunday night. Will, what's going on, man? All right, so scenario number one, Bitcoin thrives as digital gold. All right. Scenario two, Bitcoin is strangled by regulation. Welcome into the stream if you're new. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Help me push this out to the YouTube algorithm a little bit. So we got 15 people in here right now. Let's try to get to 25 people in the next 5 minutes. That'd be cool. Nigeria and India are cracking down on Bitcoin. What if the rest of the world does the same? Jason Williams, author of Hard Money You Can't Blank With, Why Bitcoin Will Be the Next Global Reserve Currency, argues that when countries have tried to put the kibosh on cryptocurrencies, it never really sticks. When India outlaws crypto, you just go to another country. The world is fluid, and it's easy to bring your crypto business elsewhere. This should help you kind of situate this, what we're dealing with right now, right? This is just another scenario, another perspective. Okay? Prohibitions do not work, says Jackson, who thinks that if Bitcoin is banned in the US, for example, that would make it even more scarce, potentially causing an increase in demand, and therefore price, right? See the 1920s. And yet, perhaps it's true that regulatory attempts by individual nations are doomed to backfire, but there is one specific scenario that gives even Williams, a mega bull, a moment of pause. Unified global regulation, he says. That's the greatest risk. If the world leaders gather to create a unified policy on crypto like the Paris Climate Agreement and all agree to smack it down with draconian measures, then that impact could be devastating. But that's going to be really difficult, right? Says Williams, because even when the world tries to work together, it's tough to get on the same page, to get buy-in from all key parties, or to get consistent follow-through, right? Okay, so that's scenario two. Bitcoin is strangled by regulation. Scenario one, Bitcoin thrives as digital gold. Anybody new to the stream and new to the stream today in particular, I want you to take a look at this right-hand side, this document I have up. If you weren't here with us this morning, take a look at the right side. I think you'll, enjoy getting this perspective. And if you have questions on this, let me know. But basically, to round things up here, 31,000 was the low on May 19th. It jumped to 40,000 the next day. What we found out is that most of the money that helped this fluctuation was 1 week to 1 month old. Most of the people who sold off on 5/19 bought right back in when the price dipped. Most of those people held Bitcoin for 1 month to 1 week and then quickly bought back in. And they were whales, holding 10,000 to 100,000. Okay? Those are the addresses who added thousands of Bitcoin the day after the crash. Welcome anyone to the stream. Austin, thanks Stone, Jacob Zinni. Jacob, what's up, man? What's up, Zinni? In honor of Phil Mickelson, let's get crypto back to where it belongs. Yeah, how about that, man? Philly Mick with the win. 50 years old. That's awesome. Jay Will, this correction is the lowest we'll see crypto for a long time, in my opinion. I hear you, man. I think so too. Crypto King corporations controlled by government bought large sums of BTC, dumped it in an orchestrated move. Plain and simple. They will ban it and then buy back from themselves at Lowe's thievery. I don't think you're all wrong there, Crypto Kling. I don't think you're all wrong there. All right, scenario 3. Bitcoin becomes the internet's reserve currency. This is something of a compromise scenario. A lot of people have had have a hard time wrapping their head around Bitcoin becoming the global reserve currency, says Anthony Pompliano, or Pomp, as he's widely known in the crypto circles. But they see it as much more viable path to simply be the reserve currency of the internet. A lot of buying and selling, guys, happens on the internet. Who would have ever thought that we would be buying our clothes without trying them on? Right? That was once a crazy idea. So if you can do that, you could buy anything on the internet, right? Just about. When you buy anything over the internet, says Pomp, from a user perspective or experience, the underlying currency doesn't really make a difference. You click a button or you scan a QR code. The currency is irrelevant. Whether it's dollars, RMB, or Bitcoin, or anything else, it's still the same user experience, says Pomp. Adding the internet has less transaction friction. But that's not necessarily the case in an analog world. Clicking to buy a book on Amazon is one thing. Buying a slice of pizza is something else. So Bitcoin could evolve just into the internet's natural currency, which is a plausible scenario, right? Just kind of understanding what's going on in the world, you can kind of see this happening. Bitcoin becoming the internet's reserve currency, right? It kind of makes sense. Where if you go into a store, you would still have your cash currency, right? Whether it be credit card or actually cash. But then on the internet, it's Bitcoin or another asset class, right? Another crypto class. That's possible. Austin, I like that I'm out ahead. Nice to see you live, and thanks again, Stone. I'm starting to feel like crap. Austin, man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, man. We're having fun just hanging out, talking about crypto. Sorry, don't mean to complain if I am. No worries, brother. Okay, so that is scenario 3. Bitcoin could evolve into the internet's natural currency. Scenario 4, the 2 Bitcoin problem. Okay, this is scenario number 4. So, in this scenario, governments stopped short of an outright prohibition, but instead prevent people from using the exchanges. More specifically, they blocked users from withdrawing their funds. Okay, this is scenario 4, the two Bitcoin problem. I think this is the most salient and plausible attack. Imagine this new reality. The United States are unable to access their BTC and Coinbase. It's basically bifurcates Bitcoin into the Bitcoin that is held by custodians that are trusted by the government, like PayPal or Coinbase, and then all of the loose, free Bitcoin, which becomes black market Bitcoin. Would this sort of ban be legal, constitutional? TBD, right? To be determined. Gladstein still thinks the scenario to be unlikely, particularly given the inevitable legal challenges and all of the lobbying efforts on behalf of the blockchain community, but he considers it the most feasible challenge to the dream of Bitcoin. Scenario number 4. Awesome, Crypto Kling. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping in. And guys, I apologize a little bit. I'm losing my voice a little bit, but I'm roughing through it. At night, my sinuses have been killing me, but figured why not hop on here and chat with you guys for a little bit. Okay, so let's go to scenario 5. The tax man cometh. This is the lightest touch the government could do, right? And this is already kind of happening. But even a light touch could be crippling. Let's say, for example, U.S. citizens are forced to pay unrealized capital gains on Bitcoin. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has floated the idea of an unrealized capital gains tax, so the idea has at least a tie to reality. Okay, it would hurt all the hodlers who patiently wait for their Bitcoin to moon. And it might prevent the Teslas and Squares and MicroStrategies of the world from parking cash in Bitcoin because suddenly they would bleed taxes, right? Of course, Jack Dorsey, huge fan. He owns Square, Elon Musk, Tesla, MicroStrategies, and of course, I'm losing my train of thought. I just watched a video on it. Michael Saylor. There it is. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. Okay. Bitcoin is valuable because people believe it is valuable. The inverse could also be true. In this scenario, the gold defenders and Bitcoin skeptics like Peter Schiff, who once said that Bitcoin's a fool's gold and anybody who's buying it is ultimately a fool, could at long last be vindicated. Gladstein considers it a long shot such a tax would be contested vigorously by the private sector and be individuals who own Bitcoin. He notes that the political winds are blowing in the other direction towards being more Bitcoin friendly. This is, a lot to do with Ethereum 2.0 and, Elon's recent talks about going greener. Who knows? Maybe Elon really is in the camp of saving crypto, and he knows in order for regulation not to step in and kind of ruin what we're doing here is we have to get greener, right? Maybe he's trying to help. A lot of people have been giving him a lot of slack, but we really don't know, right? Okay, let's stop there at scenario 5, and we'll come back to this. Scenario 6, Bitcoin is used to buy cups of coffee. We'll come back to that, okay? Let's take a look at coin market cap here. Get a drink of water. How's everybody doing? Crypto Cling, I really appreciate the subscribe, man. It means a lot to me. Andrew, where do you see BTC end of the year? Andrew, it's tough. I mean, it's all over the place because it's really going to depend on what happens here in the short term. And when I say short term, probably a couple weeks here to Bitcoin and where it kind of stabilizes. If it stabilizes back in like this 38,000, which I'm, been reading a lot that it might, do that, then I think it could get pretty bullish. I think it could set all-time highs in the next like 5 months, 4 or 5 months. Anthony, the U.S. is in for a pretty bad next decade. Losing status as the world's reserve currency is going to send the U.S. into a really bad downward spiral. I can see them starting a few new wars for this. Yeah, I mean, Anthony, it's, it could get there. I mean, you're not wrong. Save USA, keep a worksheet of you buy some present. Number of shares and profit loss. Are you asking me or are you asking SMDO? Is that somebody else in the chat? Save USA? Biden needs like 2 trillion. He's coming after him. Get the likes up. Thanks, D. Good morning from Sri Lanka. How are you, man? How are you? Guys, I'm going to try to talk with a cough drop in. Hopefully that helps. Matthias, let me know if that's super annoying. Matthias, what do you think of 1 inch? I've heard of it. I do not own it though, Matthias. Zach, okay, you're asking. Okay, do you keep a worksheet of buy and sell? Not like that technical. I probably should. Not that technical, but I do keep a document of everything I have, and I update it in terms of like positions. But the big thing that I do is I create an exit strategy for each one. I just started doing that. Learned it from a good friend of mine, actually. Told me that about the stock market and crypto, basically any asset. Anything you do, always have an exit strategy. And I never really thought about that because people think like, oh, well, you're only thinking about like how, when you're in it and like, no, know when you want to get out. Definitely know when you want to get out. Armand, welcome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hey, De Silva. Good morning from Sri Lanka. That's awesome. Sri Lanka looks beautiful. I had a friend who went there one time. Beautiful. Looks beautiful. Okay. Sorry, Save USA. But basically, yeah, it's not that technical. It's definitely not that technical. But I think the key takeaway for me, at least, is create an exit strategy and do your homework before you invest, because I made that mistake too. Like, there's some things I currently own that I'm just going to hold that I wish I wouldn't have bought. Not on the crypto side of things, but on the stock side of things. No doubt. So, what else we got in chat? Anything? Kyber Khan, what's up, man? What's a good strategy for SHIB at this point? Yeah, let's take a look at SHIB. Let's take a look at SHIB, guys. Interestingly, today, SHIB was up and the entire market was down. I mean, you still look at this. Okay, so everything's basically down. Let's do this. I bet you one of the higher assets that's up. Oh, we've actually got a few that are up, huh? So Stacks is up, then a bunch of stable coins, and then SHIB's going to be right here. Yeah, still 29 in market cap, only 5% down. Obviously, it's way down from normal pricing, right? Market cap of still 3.2 billion. I know a lot of you guys also hold Kishu, Inu. They just reached 1 billion market cap today. Just to give you an idea, 1 billion. SHIB still at 3.2 billion. So, just for reference. But SHIB, you know, got all the way down here. Got pretty low in the afternoon, but then has rode right back up. So, you know, in the early mornings, all the way up to 9.2, even higher here, 9.4. So we've seen, let me pull this out a little bit, and we'll take a look at the 24-hour period. So 6.9 low, 9.6 high. But, you know, let's talk about Shiba Inu. Yeah, Big Shacks. Definitely. Good exit strategy for SHIB. Kyber, for me, at this point, here's kind of where I'm thinking. I'd like to get back to all-time highs and then reconsider my position and then create an exit strategy. But I'm to the point now, or at least I'm into the point now where I said from the beginning, I'll lose this money. Like, I'll throw a little bit in there because the potential, I'm willing to take a little bit of that risk. Now, I haven't been I have not been buying at every dip. I'm not one of those people who's been buying at every dip. Okay, I've been strategically buying dips here and there, but not a lot. And I'm not invested in this a ton of money. Okay, but I do think it's interesting, and I mean, the returns are obviously massive if it does somehow, you know, one day get to 1 cent, right? The reason what drew me in is I missed out on Dogecoin a little bit, okay? I didn't hold it as long as I should have. I heard about this. I did a little research behind it. What sold me was it being like at that time, rising the charts into the top 15 in market cap, right? Or close to it. I can't remember if it was in the top 15. If not, it was like just short. It was 16 in market cap. And I threw a little bit of money in there and said, okay, either I lose this or, you know, hit big. But I don't do that with all my assets. In fact, that's the only one that I kind of more or less, you know, gamble with, right? I mean, other ones that I really like, Cardano, Polygon, Ethereum, which is now Ethereum 2.0 for me because I've staked all my Ethereum. Those ones are 20-30 plans, right? Yamamoto saying, thanks, I asked because I want to make sure I document all my transaction for the IRS. They'll give you a document with all of those. They'll make sure you get that. Definitely. Armand, well, I'm awake and totally baked, so all good. Eric, I like being in it. When I was out of it, I felt like I left the party. I left before the party got good. Nice. Anthony, the U.S. used the world's reserve as a weapon more than once too often. As soon as Russia and China said they wanted to do. Okay, interesting. I mean, really interesting perspectives here. Yeah, I read the straight up numbers. People in the United States. Yeah, let's talk about Shiba Inu. Big Shaq's nice. Hope you could elaborate on Ethereum 2.0. Yeah, let's do it. So Ethereum 2.0 is basically going to be an extension of Ethereum. Okay, it's going to be a greener platform, as well as allow for faster transaction times. So we'll take a look at ethereum.org here. So ETH 2.0 refers to the set of interconnected upgrades that will make Ethereum more scalable, more secure, and more sustainable. These upgrades are being built by multiple teams from across the Ethereum ecosystem. So Ethereum needs to support thousands of transactions per second to make applications faster and cheaper to use. Okay, Ethereum needs to be more secure. This goes for all crypto assets, right? Because cybersecurity is one of the hardest hardest crimes to combat, and it's only going to become more and more relevant as more and more things and businesses move online. As the adoption of Ethereum grows, the protocol needs to become more secure against all forms of attacks. Okay? Ethereum needs to be better for the environment. The technology today requires too much computing power and energy, right? That's what's going on right now with Bitcoin, and really all mining in China, right? They're decreasing the mining right now because of how it's negatively impacting the environment, right? That's a big reason why the market's down right now, right? That's one of the major reasons. So hopefully this helps. I mean, basically this is how I looked at, because they gave me the option on Coinbase. Do you want to stake your ETH? Well, if I stake it, I earn 6%, okay? But basically, if you don't stake it, you're not holding. Like if you're not staked, because Ethereum 2.0 is not here yet, right? Now, if something catastrophic were to happen and Ethereum 2.0 never comes, but I mean, I don't believe that's going to happen. I believe in 2023, most likely, that Ethereum 2.0 happens. And by that time, I'll be earning 6% on the money that I just staked 2 days ago, right? So I think if you have a long-term interest in Ethereum, your best bet is to stake it, in my opinion. But do your own research on that, make the decision that you want to make regarding Ethereum. But hopefully that helps with ETH 2.0. Okay. Sorry, that was a long-winded answer. Guys, it would be really, really cool if you guys can like up the stream. I know that's kind of like, I hate being a nuisance. I really do. I hate like, smash the like button. But I mean, it really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Helps get more people in the community and get different ideas flowing. So, do we miss our chance at 1,500 ETH? Yeah, let's take a look at that because I don't think it got as low as 1,500, Eric. I'm not quite sure it got that low. Because it is back up now. Or maybe it did get that low and I missed it because when I was looking at it, it was in the 19 range. Let's see. So 24-hour low, it got to 1737. So it didn't get quite down to 15. Will it drop back in there? A lot of Ethereum charts have been following Bitcoin lately, but yeah, it was down to 1738 this afternoon, back up. Yeah, I'd be surprised if it dips back down below 1800, honestly. Maybe slightly below 1800, but we did have some initial support here at 1800. I do remember somebody saying that in chat this morning and double checking. So that was a good call. I forget who said that in chat this morning. VC, what's up, man? What's up, my brother? What's up, dude? Explode SHIB $1. Nice. That'd be nice, huh? YouTuber Hot Trades has a live stream right now with the tax expert speaking out capital gains losses of cryptocurrency. Very cool. That's awesome, Yamamoto-san. Guys, I would totally understand if you guys hopped over and checked that out. I totally get it. VC, no, brother, that's normal. People say it all the time. 1800 was what I saw. Right. BTC looks like it's going to dip again. It's just broke out of an upward trend. I was tracking on the 15-minute timeline. Okay. It's hitting resistance at 35.5K. Bitcoin is. If my ETH wasn't staked, I could have at least 3x my ETH farming last week. Wasn't staked, yeah. Nah, just watch it after. Right on. Okay, guys. You guys want to go back to this list? Because I think this was interesting. I'm going to pull this back over so people can see that on the right-hand side. This is for the Shiba Inu fans. I know there's some of you, or not the Shiba Inu, I'm sorry, the Kishu Inu fans. We're at a 1 billion market cap on Kishu Inu. Okay. Scenario 6. Bitcoin is used to buy cups of coffee. Okay, most agree that for Bitcoin to succeed as digital cash, it must first succeed as a digital gold. That's a prerequisite. And it's true that Bitcoin is already used as a medium of exchange for cross-country payments, remittances, and in nations with deeply troubled currencies. Andreas Antonopoulos personally uses Bitcoin on a weekly basis to pay web designers and translators in different countries and says that it's being used by hundreds of thousands of people all around the world. Okay, so I know there's kind of a growing narrative that it's only digital gold, it's only a reserve currency, and we don't really use it in transactions. Maybe not as much in the United States, but when we think of it in a global perspective, it's different. Okay. So scenario 6, moving forward. But by any measure, Bitcoin still only represents a tiny slice of the world's transactions for goods or services. That will change by 2030. Will it change? How likely is it that much of the world will be using Bitcoin itself, as someone once wrote, for day-to-day transactions as a peer-to-peer version of electronic cash? It's complicated. Most of the biggest use cases 10 years from now will be things that would sound insane to us, right? On one hand, Gladstein says that in 2030, the transaction fees of sending Bitcoin are likely to be exorbitant. They almost need to be. Otherwise, the miners just won't mine. Over the next century, fees will become a bigger and bigger chunk of what the miners make, he predicts, because the halving rewards diminish over time and will approach zero in the year 2140 when the mining is complete. Okay? I would say that by 2030, the main blockchain would be very expensive to use. I'd be surprised if you could make a payment on the main Bitcoin blockchain for anything less than $100. Okay? So here's Powell, Raoul Pal, the former Goldman Sachs exec, who now heads Real Vision Group. He suspects that by 2030, the price volatility of Bitcoin will have moderated, but not quite enough to make it an appealing choice to use for ordering a bagel. On a volatility scale of 1 to 100, where a bond is a 3 or a 4 and the stock market is in the ballpark of 20 to 30, Powell pegs the current Bitcoin volatility at a 70 and thinks it will decline to a 30 in the next decade. An improvement, yes, but still problematic. Okay? Because it goes up and down by the time we account for it in the balance sheet, 20 to 30, 20%, 50% a month. I can't model a business on that. But here's the catch. While most agree that using Bitcoin, as we view it today, to buy a round of beers in 2030 might be a stretch, they see this next scenario as far more promising. Bitcoin powers DeFi and lightning quick transactions. Okay, and guys, understand that underneath of these scenarios, you'll see bullish. Okay, so these are all the scenarios. These are 12 scenarios laid out by an article in CoinDesk back in February. I think it's a great article. Okay, so there are some bearish ones. Let's recap these for anybody just coming in. Let's just do a quick recap. So scenario number 1, Bitcoin thrives as digital gold. Okay, it overtakes gold, which is a $10 trillion market cap. Overtakes it, and it's digital gold. Okay, scenario 1. Scenario 2, Bitcoin is strangled by regulation. Okay, this is obviously right. Scenario 1, bullish. Bearish. Scenario 2. Scenario 3, Bitcoin becomes the internet's reserve currency. Bullish. Scenario 4, Bitcoin, the 2 Bitcoin problem. Very bearish. So in this scenario, governments stop short of an outright prohibition, but instead prevent people from using the exchanges. So scenario 4, very bearish. Scenario 5, also bearish. The tax man. This is the lightest touch the government could do to curb the Bitcoin, right? And scenario 6, bullish. Bitcoin is used to buy cups of coffee. All right, so that's where we're at. We're 6 scenarios deep. Scenario 7. And Armand, I apologize. I'm not looking at the chat right now because this is interesting, right? These are interesting scenarios. Enter the Lightning Network. Most users won't even know they're using Bitcoin and Lightning, much like users of the internet don't know they're using TCP/IP, predicts Elizabeth Stark. What's the technology you use to text a photo to your friend? I have no idea, but it works. Stark thinks money will function in the same exact way, with Bitcoin as the foundation. Bitcoin could be the protocol that underpins transacting on the internet, from cross-border payments to payments embedded in chat apps to gaming to supporting artists and creators, she explains. Okay? Very bullish. Pomp argues, suggesting that Bitcoin as digital cash might be something of a barbell use case, as in offering value to the extremes, or at the extremes. He says that people tend to focus on the middle ground of transactions in the $20 to $50 range, but where Bitcoin can shine is both at the largest and the tiniest transactions. Need to send $20 million to Zurich to close a business deal? Then Bitcoin is the cheapest way to do it. Need to send a buddy a nickel in the world's stingiest birthday present? As Pomp says, you can send a penny for free over the Lightning Network. This is what he thinks might happen with Bitcoin in the next decade. As Bitcoin continues to scale, because there are 7 transactions per second at the base layer, he expects those to be big, fat, meaningful transactions in the future, like a giant container ship. Each of those containers could contain 1 million tiny transactions. You and I could spend a whole year interacting on the Lightning Network without cashing out on the main chain. That's exactly, or how exactly, does the dawn of decentralized finance figure into all of this? Does DeFi come to Bitcoin, or does Bitcoin go to DeFi? Pomp is quick to point out that Bitcoin is DeFi. Bitcoin is the OG of decentralized finance, he says. It's the decentralized money. He feels confident that Bitcoin and the current soup of DeFi projects like mortgages, buying securities, getting a loan, all through decentralized platforms, will eventually somehow merge, even if the exact relationship is still to be determined. So, will Bitcoin be bought to these blockchains like wrapped/BTC or TBTC, or instead, will we simply have decentralized infrastructure that is built around Bitcoin? As of right now, we don't know. Okay, so that is scenario 7. Bitcoin is DeFi. Welcome, everyone. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Building a really cool community here, just hanging out, talking about crypto all the time. And right now we're going over the future of Bitcoin, 12 possible scenarios, whether they be bullish or bearish. And if you would, check out the right side of the screen, kind of explains what happened on May 19th, kind of gives you a background of what happened in the day after, because I know there's a lot of people asking questions about that. So if you weren't on stream this morning, that's up for you on the right-hand side. Let me know if you have questions about that on the right-hand side. Armand, you're the man too. Really appreciate your work, brother. Very grateful. Grateful for all you guys. This is really cool to just hang out and, talk about crypto. All right, so I think we can roll to scenario 7, right? Or where are we? Scenario 8. Yeah, because scenario 7 was Bitcoin is DeFi, right? Obviously, super bullish, right? Scenario 8, Doomsday. The network somehow breaks. Hashtag wrecked. Bitcoin has never been hacked. The network is bulletproof. Bitcoin is safer than your bank. These are common arguments for Bitcoin. Security is one of its bedrock principles. If that security is compromised, what happens? Well, it could be game over, with Peter Schiff having the last laugh. A black swan failure could take a few different forms: a 51% attack, an assault by quantum computing, or some kind of network glitch or failure that we haven't even dreamt of. What Donald Rumsfeld once called the unknown unknowns. The Bitcoin enthusiast, perhaps unsurprisingly, consider this possible, but pretty unlikely. The costs involved, and not just the cost, but the feasibility of acquiring enough mining equipment for a company or a government to take over and destroy or manipulate the Bitcoin blockchain is extraordinary, says Gladstein. He argues that on top of the princely cost, the mining equipment itself takes time to manufacture, and that all of this equipment is currently sold out through the summer. There's a global shortage of semiconductor chips. We're seeing that impact the EV industry, right? So Gladstein thinks that the idea that you're going to produce enough Bitcoin mining equipment to blank with the network is pretty unlikely. Okay? As for hacks by quantum computing, I think it's an amazingly intellectual exercise that is rooted in nearly 0% of reality. His reasoning: as the offensive malicious technology capability increases, so does the defensive technology ability as well. Pretty fair argument. Okay? So, analysis from quantum computers and the Bitcoin blockchain noted that in its present form, yes, it's true that quantum computing is incapable of hacking Bitcoin, but that could change. So they're making the argument that quantum computing could evolve, right, in a form that would be able to, right? If you happen to have access to a quantum computer, this is probably not the first thing you would attack. Google now has a quantum computer, and while it's possible and perhaps even probable that Bitcoin developers alert to the threat will develop clever patches and workarounds, it's also true that Google CEO Sundar Pichai said at the Davos World Economic Forum, in a 5 to 10 year time frame, quantum computing will break encryption as we know it today. Okay, that's scenario 8. Scenario 9, the grand flippening. Bitcoin topples fiat. Cartoonishly bullish. That's hilarious. Cartoonishly bullish. Bitcoin could topple fiat by 2030, supplanting it as the world's go-to currency. I'm only including this scenario as a reality check. Virtually everyone I spoke to, including the bulliest of Bitcoin bulls, considers this extremely unlikely. You'll be hard-pressed to find a more impassioned Bitcoin bull than Jason Williams, whose Twitter handle is going parabolic. He's confident Bitcoin will eventually become a global reserve currency, and says it's really easy for me to see a Bitcoin of $1 million to $1.5 million by 2028, and I think it's really easy for me to see a $5 million Bitcoin by 2030. But even Williams doesn't see Bitcoin completely replacing fiat by 2030, which would be in the next 9 years. Fiat is likely here to stay, at least in some capacity, in our lifetime. meaning for the next 60 to 100 years. I tend to personally agree with this too. I think there will always be a fiat currency. I like the idea of, just personally here, let me know which scenario you guys agree with here, okay? Let me know which scenario you guys agree with, and I'm going to give you my thoughts too. Actually, I'm going to hold my thoughts right now. I'm going to hold my thoughts on which scenario I like the most, because we have to get through them all first, right? Okay, so fiat is likely here to stay, at least in some capacity. So this is the grand flippening where Bitcoin would topple fiat. Obviously, scenario 9, cartoonishly bullish, okay? Scenario 10, the Bitcoin betrayal. So let's see. The most chilling scenario is that in an effort to curry favor with 13%, Wall Street, Elon Musk, JP Morgan, Western speculators, and investors, Bitcoin betrays the larger 87%. I think the biggest risk is that we accept compromise on the fundamental principles of decentralization, neutrality, and censorship resistance. So basically what this is saying is go against everything that DeFi is and why this whole thing started in the first place. Okay? Bullish or bearish depending on your point of view. He envisions a slippery slope. The compromises might begin with what sound like harmless KYC regulation, but they could then threaten us that most scared of Bitcoin principles, scarcity. What if the miners, through regulations or blacklisting or incentives, are coaxed to tweak the supply of Bitcoin to alter that holy figure of 21 million? Even in the scenario of a Bitcoin betrayal, Antonopoulos is optimistic that the overall future and power of Bitcoin ideals, they can co-opt and undermine and compromise what we call Bitcoin today, but in that case, the fundamental idea will be rebuilt under the same name or a different name, he says, because no one has the moral authority to not deny access to the world economy to billions of people. Okay? Scenario 11. The IMF creates a Bitcoin competitor. Obviously a bearish scenario. After musing through the various bearish scenarios that he doesn't consider all that convincing, Powell cracks a sly smile. Here's an outside-the-box thought, he says, and he whips up a new scenario. To start with, what if the International Monetary Fund creates a global digital currency? That's not a new idea. So far, not so alarming. And what if this global currency is a basket of national currencies? This is also not a new idea. And it's also something the IMF has already considered. But then he adds a twist. Each nation is only allowed to join the basket if they agree to limit their monetary printing to 2% this year. This would suddenly create a comeback to what is arguably Bitcoin's most precious quality, scarcity. Something like that is very interesting, says Powell. This doesn't mean it would get rid of Bitcoin, but it would make its adoption less needed. The way Powell sees it, the Bitcoin idealist might cite the more philosophical merits of cryptocurrency, decentralized, open access to all, unyoked, to governments or banks. But for many, the real appeal is in its scarcity, right? Comes back to supply and demand. The real appeal is in its scarcity. The real world is, I just want to pay my bills, receive income. I want to trade with people. Idealism doesn't run my business. It doesn't pay for my mortgage. For this large block of Bitcoin enthusiasts, Pale reasons that matters is the scarcity. So the IMF could try and create its own scarcity. Interesting. This would definitely create a comeback to what is arguably Bitcoin's most precious quality, scarcity. Okay, so that is scenario number 11. The IMF creates a Bitcoin competitor and ruins its scarcity, right? So disrupts its supply and demand principles. Welcome in everybody that's new. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you're getting some value out of this. We're going through Bitcoin scenarios. So last scenario, then I want to hear from you guys in the chat which scenario you tend to agree with the most. That'd be super cool. All right, so these are bullish. This last one is bullish, rather. The Bitcoin Martians. Bitcoin going to the moon is so 2017. Isaiah Jackson has his eyes on a juicier prize. I think that's in 2030. We'll have a spacecraft on Mars, and they'll carry out a crypto transaction via satellite, he predicts. He's not joking. Jackson notes that the world's foremost aspiring Mars colonizer, Elon Musk, is now a vocal Bitcoin bull. Musk recently tweeted that Bitcoin is almost as BS as fiat money, but that the key word is almost. If Musk succeeds at bringing humans to Mars, reasons Jackson, and if they create some kind of new community, they're not going to pay in cash ever. He adds that Blockstream has the infrastructure in place for satellite payments, so you can literally use Bitcoin in space. 2030, spacecraft on Mars, sending crypto back to Earth, says Jackson, chuckling a bit. I'm calling it now. Thought this was a great article. Just an awesome article. So 12 scenarios here. Let's recap them real quick. And I want to hear, as we're going through, which scenario do you like? What are your thoughts? Let me hear from you in chat, okay? Scenarios on the future of Bitcoin. Really good article. Shout out Jeff Wilser. Wrote a great article here for CoinDesk, okay? Great stuff. Really, really, really like this. Scenario 1. Bitcoin thrives as digital gold. It overtakes gold's market cap, which is 10 trillion, and it overtakes that. Bitcoin has got as high as over 1 trillion. But scenario 1 is it overtakes gold and it becomes digital gold, right? And it might be able to do that even without overtaking actual gold, right? Again, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? Bitcoin is strangled by regulation, okay? So this is the really bearish view here, okay? Bitcoin becomes the internet's reserve currency, bullish. Scenario 4, the 2 Bitcoin problem, bearish. The tax man cometh, bearish. Bitcoin is used to buy cups of coffee, bullish. And another bullish, scenario 7, Bitcoin powers DeFi. Bitcoin is DeFi. All right, I'm just going to go back up right now. Guys, this is what I think happens. I think a combination of Bitcoin is DeFi and not scenario 8. Scenario 8 says the network somehow breaks. I don't see that happening. The grand flippening, Bitcoin topples fiat. Don't see that happening. Bitcoin betrayal, no. IMF creates a competitor. Maybe, but don't see it. Scenario 12, the Bitcoin Martians. Yeah, why not? No, I'm just kidding. Who knows, actually. But no, it would be a combination of, for me at least, for me here, scenario 7, Bitcoin is DeFi, lightning quick transactions, okay? I think this is certainly a high possibility that there's technology going on in the background that we don't even know how it's working, but it's powering these lightning quick transactions, right? And then also, it's used as the internet money. I think that too, and that was somewhere in this article. I don't think it was an exact reason, but I think it's going to be a combination of, we're going to have fiat currency and Bitcoin online just makes sense on the internet, right? If it's not Bitcoin, it'll be other assets, and maybe it is. Maybe it's a combination of assets, depending on what you have or what the person selling something wants. Maybe they want ETH, right? Maybe they want Bitcoin, right? You might have to diversify your portfolio depending on what type of things you buy. Greg. Interesting though, right? Interesting article. I thought this was super cool. Okay, let me know if you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. But regardless, we'll go back over the charts. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Okay, trying to see in chat here. So Armand, you're on board with scenario 7 there. I hear you. XRP, a lot of XRP fans coming in the chat. I hear you, man. Okay. All right, let's take a look at coin market caps. So Bitcoin now at 35,000. Ethereum back over 2,000. This was getting a little ugly this afternoon, or this morning. It was down to 1,900 at one time, which was getting a little nervous there, honestly, on Ethereum. But it's back up over 2,100 now. Cardano, it's been on sale for a little while now, 133 on Cardano. Dogecoin sitting at 29. I nibbled today at 28. I nibbled a little bit at 28, so I was cool with that. What else do we got here? Let's see. Chainlink's back up over 20. That's interesting. Okay. Chainlink was way down today, actually. It got down, I want to say, to 17 today at one time. How low did Chainlink get today? Chainlink got down to 1509. Wow. Quickly back up over $20 though. Chainlink at $15 is just, man, that's beautiful. Chainlink at 15 is beautiful. Okay. Still at 21, I mean, a lot of people would say that's a good price too. All right, let's go back to our main list here. Okay, so there's Link. Link is moved back into the 15 spot. Here's Polygon at 17. So Polygon's back up today. This thing got down, what did it get down to, in the 70s today on Polygon? Let's see. Polygon got down to 74 cents. How about that? Call it 75 cents. 75 cents was the low on Polygon. What a great price on Polygon. That's lower than when I got in. I got in at 88 cents, and I was pretty happy with that. I did add on a little bit of Polygon today. Not as much as I wanted to, because I wanted to get a little bit of Dogecoin too. But those are the two I added on to today. I was already in a pretty decent place with Cardano, and it never really did dip as low as I wanted to get into more Cardano. So I wish I had more to add on to Chainlink. That would have been the other one I would have added to. But I did get some I did get some Doge and did get some Polygon. VeChain, I thought about it. I do have some VeChain, and this is at a price still where this is about where I think I got in actually at 9 cents, 9 or 10 cents on VeChain. Solana down to $25. That's on sale right now too. Shiba Inu still in the top 30, guys. Only down 4.3% on the day, but let's take a look at the chart here. I hear you, Stone. Cardano, yeah, Cardano bull. I hear you, Sheldon. A lot of people are, including myself. Yeah, I love Cardano. ADA all day for sure. Heck yeah, Greg. Great story. Hoskinson and what he's doing in his vision to change the world too. I mean, it's bigger than crypto, right? I mean, at least in my opinion. I think a lot of people who invest in ADA kind of see that too, that it's bigger than crypto, right? I mean, it's more about helping people. I mean, truly helping people. Okay, so SHIB, just a slight downturn today, and it's kind of flat. It's kind of been flat for, really, you look at this, I mean, it's been flat for, a couple days, right? Somewhat. Still waiting on Shiba swap news, guys. I think that could be a nice catalyst if, we can get some news out. There was some interesting things related to Meek Mill. Meek Mill sent out a tweet today on Twitter that he's going to buy Shiba Inu. I think I actually quoted that tweet and sent something out. So that was kind of cool. I mean, that could be a huge catalyst. If there's like a bunch of celebrities, I mean, because that's how these coins in particular too, right, really move. I mean, because, let's say Meek Mill inspired, I don't know, 10 other celebrities to buy this, right? Let's just say hypothetical. If that were to happen, it would drastically, I think it would influence the price, right? It would influence the price. So I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility, of something like that happening, especially with a meme or / community based coin, right? So it's definitely possible. I mean, there's a reason why I put some money in this, because anything can happen right now in the crypto space. I mean, we saw every asset red today, and literally this and Internet Computer was the only thing green. Everything else was a stable coin fluctuating. So like crazy. I mean crazy. Mr. 26, trust me when I say this, when AMC and GME and a bunch of other stocks are going to be squeezed, we're going to see politicians be at war with the populace. It's going to be a bloodbath. Well, I hear you, man. I mean, I don't think you're alone with that opinion either. Thanks for coming back to the stream too, man. Willie Smith, what's going on, man? FEG. I don't know about that one, brother. FEG. Let me see. FEG. Let's see. Andy Tuesday Matic. Yeah, dude. One of my favorites. Yeah. Did you get some today, Andy? So the FEG token. Willie, I have not heard of this. Is this another meme coin? FEG? Oh, it might be this. Yeah. Let's see. I have not heard of this. Current market cap 2607. The man behind FEG is provide a decentralized transaction network. Operates on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay. Furthermore, there's a limit. Okay, without a burning limit, you know. Huh. I don't know anything about this, man. I wish I could give you more. Sorry. They have a solid team, good things coming. Willie, that's awesome, dude. And here's the thing. Guys, I don't know everything. I mean, I know some things, you guys know some things. There's going to be things you guys know that I don't know. So this is super cool. I'm learning from you. You're learning from somebody else in chat. I'm learning from somebody in chat. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We're all just here together learning. That's why we're here. So Willie, if you got insight like that, throw it in chat, man. And that goes for anybody here. You know something that other people don't, share it with us. Let's all learn together. That's cool. The Captain Lobster Ether will be back to 4K. I think so. Yeah, all-time highs like in the 4,300 range. I think it comes back in this cycle, in my opinion. FTM looking like a good buy. God of War, Doge, Coinbase. No problem, Willie. Yeah. God of War, Doge, Coinbase listing, Tesla adoption, Robinhood. God of War, yeah, good points, good points. Let's go, Doge. Yeah, I mean, we at least have a catalyst till Elon sends the Doge 1, right? I mean, at least till then. For sure, right? The Captain Lobster, thank you guys. Thank you, man. Thank you. The crypto man is down. Yeah, I hear you, man. It is, but that's okay. We're long-term holders. At least I am. So I'm not really worried about like how much the price fluctuates on the daily or weekly, right? Or even monthly. I'm thinking 2030 with all of my crypto assets. Shiba has too many coins. It was a trap. Well, I mean, it's not the best thing going for it, A991, that's for sure. Shiba, definitely has a lot of coins. Now, if more of those coins were to be burned, that could help. What's the Shiba swap news? Nothing, Ludus, that I've heard of. No news on the Shiba swap from what I've heard of. There was somebody in the morning stream, though, that said they were going through like the final test runs. Now, I don't know how much of that was true. Hey, anybody new on the stream? I just want to share this document with you. If you get a chance, take a look at that right side. This is really what happened on the 19th of May, okay? So if you weren't here this morning, just take a look at that right-hand side, and hopefully you can kind of see where I'm coming from here. But crypto is not going to zero. Yeah, I don't think that's one of the scenarios I think is going to happen either. A991. Josephine Chung, SHIB and Shiba Swap, it will be going to the moon. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yes, thank you all for the support, everyone. Really appreciate it. Armand, thank you for being a moderator too. I really appreciate that. Crypto's going to new highs soon. This is a bear trap. A991, you're not alone in that. A lot of other people have said that. A lot of other people have said that. Is XRP a good buy for long term? A lot of people think so. I don't own XRP, Nick, but that's okay because a lot of other people are bullish. So do your own homework. If you think, I mean, the big thing for me is there's a lot of uncertainty right now with XRP, and I don't really want to invest in something long term like that, where there's so much uncertainty. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with all the chat. Drew, Polygon, yeah, I love it, man. Stone, your thoughts on FTM? FTM. I'm gonna have to take this away for 1 second, guys. I'll bring it back. If you're reading that, I will bring it back. Hold on 1 sec. Phantom. I've heard of this, but I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know a lot about it, but I've heard of Phantom. Let's see. Directed graph smart contract platform. I like that. Providing decentralized. Okay, that's probably why I heard of it. Services to developers using the bespoke consensus algorithm. Together, it's an in-house token, FTM. Phantom aims to solve problems associated with smart contract platforms. I like this already. I like this line right here. Because here's why I like it. If this is a long-term, asset that you're looking to get into, this is just something to know. Smart contracts aren't really perfected yet. Not all of the smart contracts that are here today are going to look the same 5 years from now. They're going to get better, and that means Phantom is going to be a part of that, right? So I like that, but I don't own it, so I don't have a crazy opinion on it. But I like the idea of working with smart contracts, correcting solutions, finding solutions rather. Okay, Joseph. Let's see here. What else do we got? Super SHIB, first meme coin with a real utility. Create a safe DEX to stop rug pulls and scams. Team is fully doxxed and ownership renounced. Really? Where are you getting that info? Or is Super SHIB another coin? I will subscribe if you just look it up. I'll believe you. You could still subscribe though. That would mean a lot to me. Mr. 26, just wait when AMC blows up. I'm going to take some profits, buy a ton of Doge, Bitcoin, Shiba coins, because they're a great investment for the long term. Nice, Mr. 26. Hey, I love it, man. I love it. A lot of people are still really bullish on AMC. I totally get it. Your thoughts on BitTorrent? Will it go to 10 cents? Don't know if that it'll go to 10 cents. Don't have a real strong conviction on that. Welcome to the stream, though, ALC. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thomas, Seascape NFT have utility because they can be staked in the saloon game. Also, nice. That's really cool, Thomas. Very cool. That's good insight. Jesus, okay. Hi, sir. It's a good time to own a Bitcoin at the moment. Well, let's check Bitcoin. 35,000. I think so if you're holding it long term, right? Discord post, put your Twitter is private. Anthony, so my Twitter is here. Let me drop my Twitter, man. Oops. There you go. You don't have to capitalize it. And I'll pull that up actually too. So yeah, you can DM me there. That's cool. I will check it out, Thomas. That's super cool, man. I appreciate that. So Anthony, are you sending me screenshots? DM. So here's my ad number. Let me do this. There you go. Cool. Polkadot, all the coins are in circulation, so price will go up fast, in my opinion. Thoughts? Yeah, that's a good point. I'm not invested in Polkadot, but kind of wish I was. Yeah, it's a proof of stake as well, I believe. I'm like 99% sure on that, which, proof of stake, faster transaction speeds, better on the environment. It's one that I wish I would have spent more time on early because I really liked Polygon. I think the reason why I like Polygon though so much is because I think they're gonna work with Ethereum on a lot of things together. I think they almost need each other to succeed, in my opinion. And there's a human connection there. So this is where it kind of goes deeper than understanding the technology. Because sometimes I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't understand all the technology that goes into it. Like it's deep stuff. I'm trying to learn. I get some of it, but here's what I do know. Like humans who like other humans, they work together. So Vitalik Buterin, one of the co-founders of Ethereum, is good friends with Sandeep Newell, who is the co-founder of Polygon. And they speak very highly of one another, right? And then you read up on how they're going to help each other in the near distant future, and you know that these co-founders like each other. That's why I really like investing in both of those, because I think they're both going to win together, which that's what we're trying to do on this channel. How do you like that segue? Oh, nice, Anthony. Sweet. Okay, what do we got? Thanks for sharing this, dude. Sorry, guys. Hi, everyone. Old phone dead. Had to get a new one and move all my data. Okay. So, this is an announcement. So here's my question, Anthony. How do we know that this is the real person? Is this the real person? So if I'm quiet, I'm in the lab with the devs. I mean, I'm not saying it isn't. Like, it could be. It definitely could be. But, like, how do we know? How do we know this is a real person? The internet done as expected. I pulled it because we are 100% focused. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Personally asking for patience and a bit of trust here. Very soon, I will have the exact details. They'll be shared via a new wolf paper and Shiba Informer article that will answer all the questions. Okay. Well, we'll see if this happens, right? I've never felt better about Shiba and the Shiba swap. I believe we will snap the market off of this phase. Okay. Well, we'll see, right? We'll see it. We'll see what happens. Anthony, I appreciate you sharing me this though, because if this does happen, that'd be super interesting, right? Because then we're going to say, well, hey, Anthony called this, right? He saw this on Reddit. All right. Just following on Twitter. Oh, nice, Willie. Appreciate it, man. Greenville, North Carolina. Sweet. Yeah, I actually have lived in NC before, so cool. Anthony, it's the appreciate the follow on Twitter, man. It's the official Discord. Okay, it's the Discord that is linked to from the Shiba website. Interesting. Okay, that makes it more believable. I got you. Okay, so what Anthony's saying is, okay, got you. All right, so let's look at that. What he's saying is, this is the official Discord from SHIB Token's website. Excuse me, guys. This cough, man. All right, so he is right because I've seen this before. Okay, so I think it's down here, right? Yeah. Sheep Telegram, Twitter, Leash Telegram, Reddit, Discord. So what he's saying is this is the official Discord page. So we go to the Discord. Sorry, I said Reddit. So I would have to create a, username here. I probably should join eventually just to kind of see what's going on. But he's saying it's coming from the official Discord. These screenshots that Anthony sent me. Shoot, here we go. Right here. Okay. Basically saying Shiba swap's coming soon. Just be patient. Have some trust here. Never felt better about it. We're just a little behind on some things. Did I miss anything, Anthony? I'll do my best to answer some questions. Love you guys. The entire team's working very hard. So, hey, it's coming from the official Shiba Inu Discord, so that is something. It's coming from their official website. Just follow you on Twitter. Nice, Jesus Lord TV. Awesome, brother. Appreciate the follow. Thank you, man. Thanks for being on stream, too. Thanks for being on stream. Guys, if you could smash the like button right now, that would be awesome. It's really cool, though, hanging out with everybody. Stone, Andy, for sure. Yeah, Andy, right on, brother. Everything on the internet's real. Yeah, I mean, that you got to be careful. Got to be careful, brother. Everything on the internet, man, it's the wild, wild west out there, right? The World Wide Web. Entry price, Shiba, sir, recommend. Tama Pratama, welcome to the stream, brother. So, I'll tell you what I really would have recommended is when it crashed on the 19th, man. That was when you really wanted to get in. But right now it's down, man. You know, it's trading pretty sideways right now. Let me ask you this, Tama. Are you in Shiba Inu at all right now? Like, are you invested in it already? Because if you're invested in it already, you know that kind of changes some things, depending on when you bought in. But you know what? I can't answer that for you. And you have to create an exit strategy. You know, you have to ask yourself, how long do I want to hold this? You know, where do I think it's going? You know, and it's hard with the meme coins, the community-based coins. There's not a lot of technical analysis. There's not a lot of history, especially with, there is some history with Dogecoin, but not a lot with Shiba Inu, right? Crypto winter past doesn't automatically mean the future. True. True. I think this is like a crypto, what would you call it? Crypto storm that'll last maybe a couple months or a month. That's just my personal opinion. I think we still have some bull runs in us in this cycle, especially for Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. I don't know. I have a feeling. And this is why, guys, because this is what I believe, and this is what I found in looking at some articles. This is really kind of what I, come to a conclusion on. This is why everything kind of took place on the 19th, okay? Most of the people who sold off on the 19th held Bitcoin for 1 month to 1 week and then quickly bought back in. So when the price dipped to 31,000, all the whales, the addresses holding 10,000 to 100,000, added thousands of Bitcoin the day after the crash. Okay? Most of the buying, people in the United States. Coinbase had a $3,000 premium on Wednesday. 2 to 3 weeks to stabilize, and then we can buy, then we can come back. This is kind of what I was saying. Maybe a month to stabilize. So this is going to be some fluctuation, maybe some downturn, and then I think we come back. That's just kind of where, what I'm thinking. Back in 2013, the price dropped dramatically. It took 4 months for it to come back. I don't think we're in that kind of scenario right now. I think just crypto is in a whole new era, right? I mean, 2013 versus right now, like, think about the people who were investing in crypto in 2013 versus, everybody investing in crypto in 2021, right? It's different. So I agree with whoever said that, past doesn't always predict the future, right? But I think it's good to know some of the past, and, you can make some links and you can learn from it, right? Let's see here. Welcome, Kuzan. Aloha. What are your favorite coins? Favorite coins, brother. Okay, so I like Bitcoin. I like Ethereum. I like Cardano. I like Doge. Excuse me. Chainlink. Polygon. VeChain, and I've got some Shiba Inu. That's where I'm at right now, at least. That could change. There's some other ones that have got my attention. I'll tell you this one that I've been looking at for a while. Some of you may know where I'm scrolling to. Where is it? There it is. Decentraland. Been looking at this one for a little while. Think I might open a position here. So Ryan Mayer and Kuman know each other. That's awesome. How's it, Kuman? How's it coming? Maybe I got that wrong. Kuzan. Okay, yeah, that's what he was saying. That's pretty cool. You guys know each other? Nice. Bovine breed. New here. What's happening, Zach and Room? Bovine, we're just talking crypto, man. Bull or bear. We went over a big article on the future of Bitcoin. 12 scenarios from bullish to bearish, which I thought was really good. It was a really cool article. I wonder if I can share this. Can I share this in stream? Armand, am I allowed to do this? Share this in stream? Is that okay? I think I can, right? Can I share this link? Basically, there's all these different scenarios. 6 bearish, 6 bullish. Really interesting. Yeah, here's the link. So CoinDesk link. This is the article if you want to check it out. And I will pin this because I think it's pretty cool. I'll pin it for a little bit at least. So that's what we're just doing. We're just hanging out, talking crypto, talking about the market going down, and basically trying to keep people from selling all their stuff. At least people who want to hold stuff long term and believe in crypto. Hey Nathan, what's up, man? Welcome back. Kuzan, thank you, man. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you guys. Really means a lot to me that you guys are all hanging out with me on a Sunday night, just talking about whatever, Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto. This is really cool. Josephine, I bought some ETH, bought last week. Could have bought now instead of last week. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. Zach, you could share, no problem. You don't want other people sharing nonsense links. The crash had wiped out the whale who ate at high leverage, which is good news. The fear factor was huge last week. Now people are slowly buying the dip. I think so too, Josephine. I think that's good. I think that's a good statement. I agree. I agree with it wholeheartedly. I think the whales are buying the dips too. Hey, Nam, how are you? Welcome back to the stream, man. Rob, welcome back. Ready for some green in the market now. I know, man. Red's getting boring. I hear you, brother. We had some red earlier, or I'm sorry, we had some green earlier. Shiba Inu was green. Hi from Malaysia. It's Monday morning here. Gundala, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm so happy that you're waking up, with me on your Monday morning. Have a great day. Have a great day. Anthony, feel like Polygon addict at this point. Nice. I hear you, brother. Vitor Hugo, why market crashed so much if so many people didn't sell anything? Well, the people who sold had all the money. See, that's how it works, right? They're the whales. So the address is holding 10,000 to 100,000, added thousands of Bitcoin the day after the crash. They're also the most people who sold off, only had it for a week to 1 month. Well, what aligns with this time period, this 1 week to 1 month, we know that a lot of institutional money came in. It was in the press, right? So, Shiba will pump soon. Buy now at Chia. At Chia? Is that a brokerage? Is that an exchange? I'm in New Jersey. I like your channel. Hey, thanks, Camelo. Appreciate it, man. Or woman. I'm not sure if you're a guy or a girl. But glad you're listening from New Jersey. Welcome. Bovine breed, nice. I'm just getting started. Been researching and chopping all weekend. Any thoughts on Bitmart? Excuse me, guys. No thoughts on Bitmart. don't hold it. So I can say you're not. Yeah, a lot of people would say, "Oh, I'm too late. I'm too late to the space." You're not late, man. So it's good that you're just getting started and you're researching and you're shopping around and you're doing your homework. That's what it takes, man. And listen to other people. Listen to other people like who are, doing great things. I mean, I'll go and listen to anything like Mark Cuban's on talking about NFTs or DeFi, anything. Because I know like his opinion is one that I want to listen to and learn from. So YouTube's great for that, right? Everyone needs to join ETC Bets. Nice, ETC Bets. That's a thing? A991? That's a thing? Yo, Zach, where you at? Stone 420, where am I at? What do you mean? Like, I'm in the United States. Excuse me. Thomas, this dip taught me to take some profits when a coin makes a big move so I can have a bag to buy the dip. Yeah, buying the dip is fun. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people would say like, oh, let me panic sell everything because, market's down and I'm losing all this money. And those are people probably aren't in things that they really believe in, right? Because that's why when I say 2030, at least for me, it works. If I say I'm going to hold something till 2030 and I don't buy it until it's something I want to hold till 2030, I'm less likely to sell on these days and days like May 19th and more likely to buy, right? And that's where I want to be. And I've made that mistake on the stock side. I will say that. I hold assets right now that I wasn't even thinking, I don't know how long I'm going to hold this, or let me just buy this. It's being talked about, whatever, right? When the market was green, I made a couple mistakes. I did. And now I'm paying for it because I just got to hold them. I'm not going to sell them. I'm just going to hold them. And eventually they'll probably come back around, but I'll just hold. But a lot of the assets that I bought after that and through this crash in the stock market have been things that are high conviction stocks, stocks that I really like, stocks that I think are going to do well in the next 5 to 10 years, right? So you live and you learn, I guess, right? Let's see. Cardano, Jeremy, welcome back, brother. D, too bad on the 19th. All the exchanges went down. I know, D. That was brutal, right? I mean, everything was down. Webull was down on my end. Crypto.com was down. Yeah, dude, it was when Robinhood was down. It was nuts. Definitely. Matthew Biggs, what's up, man? I'm holding Doge at 100K, Polygon 2.5K, ETH 500, Shiba at 2.2 bill, Kishu Inu 1 trill, trying to mix it up a little. Okay, that's nice. It's a nice mix. Diversifying the portfolio. I like it. Will be good buy for you, Shiba Inu. Hi, bro. Nam, right now I'm not buying any SHIB. I've got 30 million and I'm holding. That's what I'm doing right now. I've got 30 million SHIB and I'm holding. Who here loves ETC? Not a fan. Not a fan of Ethereum Classic. Please don't put money into Shiba. And Ethereum Classic could bounce off. I don't know where is Ethereum Classic right now? $51. Okay. It got really low today, right? Did it get into the 40s? Let's take a look at ETC. So ETC 24 hour, let's see. Yeah, it got down to 40. That's what I thought. Got down to 40, as high as 60. So man, a lot of fluctuation in 24 hours, huh? Crazy. But I'm just someone who goes straight to Ethereum. Ethereum Classic, that was the Ethereum before they split. I think it was back in 2016. Don't quote me on that. I think it was 2016. Anybody new to the stream, this is really kind of the big news that I wanted to just make everybody aware of, this document here on the right-hand side. So if you haven't read this yet, you're just popping in stream, this is kind of what took place on the 19th of May. Sorry, I know you can't see it now. Downsize that a little bit and just, there we go. Give us a little bit more on this end. There we go. So this is kind of what happened. Big money, came in, and then big money came out, and then it dumped the prices. So this is normal. Volatility is normal. I don't think the Bitcoin bull cycle's over. I think a lot of people are panicking. Don't let the fear, uncertainty, and doubt and all the negative articles come out about crypto, get you down in the dumps. I think, you got to stay strong during that and realize why you're in it in the first place. Okay? Just my personal opinion. Who here loves ETC? Anthony, did I misspeak? Think he meant cheap? Probably. I probably said something. Gary, I'm from Canada at work now. Love your channel. Awesome, Gary. Appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Thanks for being here, brother. Sean Block, all in on Shiba, easy 10x once the market recovers. All right, Sean. Let's do it. Let's do it. A991, please don't put money into Shiba. Well, there you go. There's somebody with a different opinion. That's okay. That's cool. Listen to Kevin. I do like Kevin O'Leary, man. I do, brother. Yeah, he's great. He's awesome. He actually started getting pretty bullish on Bitcoin out of nowhere, right? He was pretty bearish on Bitcoin for a long time. ETC bet strong. Nice. There you go. Got some community members there. Should I buy a little BTC at this level? I don't think it could hurt. Let me ask you this, AJ. AJ Munhu. How long do you plan on holding it? Honest question. Actually, put this in chat. I want to know this in chat. What is your most precious asset you own in crypto, and how long do you plan on holding it? Put that in chat. What is your most precious asset you hold in crypto? The one you feel the most high about, have the strongest conviction towards, and how long are you planning on holding it? Let me know in chat. Bovine breed, fist bump, right back at you, bro. Right back at you. I need another cough drop. Man, I'm struggling, but I'm here. I'm here on stream with you guys. I'm hanging out. Took some honey cough medicine, cough drops. Josiah Jimenez, what do you think about SafeMoon? A lot of people into SafeMoon. Yeah, a lot of people like SafeMoon. I don't know much about SafeMoon, man. But I will say one thing. I did see they were on that billboard. In downtown New York City? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This is one thing I do like doing for you, and I will do this on SafeMoon. And this is just a cool tool that I like to use in general, just to kind of see what's going on in terms of like what people are thinking, what people are searching, really. But really, what does that mean? It means what people are thinking. So SafeMoon. This is past 12 months in the United States. So you can take this out to like 4 hours just to kind of see like, okay, so pretty even, past 7 days. If you want to get like a weekly perspective on SafeMoon, here you go. So interestingly here, SafeMoon was way up and it's kind of tailed off. So right now, not a lot of people researching it, searching it on Google, that is, right? He'll even give you by state. You could pull this out to like, worldwide, which this might look different on the worldwide chart. Okay, a little bit different, right? But so cool tool just in general. But no real thoughts on SafeMoon. I don't hold it, but it's another popular meme coin, and I hold 2 meme coins. Doge, technically Doge is still a meme coin, although I don't see it, on the same level as SafeMoon and Shiba Inu and Kishu Inu and Alaska Inu, and right? I just don't see Doge on that same level anymore. Not anymore. It's pretty legitimized. I mean, Elon has just kind of single-handedly done that, which is crazy, but that's what can happen when you have that much power and influence. All right, guys, if you're getting value out of this, if you're enjoying it, I would really appreciate it if you could smash the like button. That helps. I don't ask for much more than that. If you are really feeling courteous and you want to, have another way to support the channel, we are offering super chats now. I just opened those up because I just started getting monetized on the channel a little bit, and every one of those, helps out the channel. But really, just smashing the like button is great. Thomas Baker, use tokensniffer.com to see if a coin has copied code from another project. Helps show low coin value. Okay, interesting. Thomas, a lot of good tidbits, man. Appreciate the insight. It's great stuff, man. This is what it's all about. You throw stuff out there, helping each other, different resources, right? Different websites. That's what it's all about, man. That's how I learn best. I don't know. That's just me. Okay, so were people putting in how long they're holding? Oh, shoot, I missed a lot of stuff in chat. Man, I've been ranting, guys. Sorry. All right, so let me go back. VC, where you at, bro? If you're new to crypto, look at initial twist in the market. You pay to learn. VC, good stuff, man. Man, I must have been talking all over the place, guys. I missed a bunch of stuff in chat. Usually I keep up with it. Okay. ETH is the evil cousin. ETC is the heart of humanity. Okay. All right, fair enough. I don't know about that. ADA is legit. Okay. Nice. Fallen Angel, hi, new there. Hi, new here. Why are you guys talking about SHIB? Why are we or why aren't we? We are. We talk about it here and there. So, Shield Khan, do you think ADA is good investment, bro? Yes. Yes, I do. So, Shield. But I would hold it for the long term. A991 says ADA is legit. Thomas Baker, Matic. So that's the one you would hold? So you guys are putting in, okay, XRP, ETH 5 to 8 years, got it. ADA 3 years min, Kuzan, nice. Shiba, what about Pulse coin? Guys, do you have any idea? Don't know about Pulse coin. ETC is better than ETH. ETC, proof of work, yeah. I think Doge and Shiba might survive, but all other meme coins are going to the dogs. Nice. I could see that. Matic clearly stole a SpaceX rocket. Here we go. Now I'm getting back in there. Okay. VeChain. A991, please like ETC. Man, you're really trying to get me on board there, A991, huh? With the ETC, with the ETH Classic, man. How about this, A991? Tell me 3 reasons why you're putting your money into ETC over ETH. Don't get upset, dude. Everybody has an opinion. It's okay. It's okay if my opinion doesn't align with yours. It's okay. VeChain is good, but the CCP can kill it at any point. Uh-huh. True. I like VeChain too, though, Hunt God. I do. Okay, guys. SHIB. Hunt God, are you going SHIB and VeChain for the long term? Sorry, guys. I am just draining. So over here on the right-hand side, guys, if you guys are just checking in, just stopping by on the channel, make sure you take a look at this. Take a look at what happened on 5/19, just so you're aware. Especially if you're, new to crypto and you just saw this crash and you're like, what the heck is going on? I'm taking all my money out. Screw this. It doesn't work when I do it. Everybody else makes money. But then when I put money in, crypto crashes. I don't get it. Just read over here and understand that this is a long-term game. Okay? Any type of investing, whether it's stocks, crypto, it's a long-term game. Okay? It's a long game. Right? So just think long-term, assets long-term. Don't panic, think long-term, trade less. Don't panic, think long-term, trade less. Matic up almost 13% in 30 minutes. Nice. We'll check that up. Check that out. Matic. Let's see where we're at. Matic. Okay, Stellar's in the green now. Polygon's in the green. Okay, wait. So let's go green here in the last 24. Nice. Okay. So we're getting some things going green here. So the market could be turning a bit here. Polygon. Guys, quickly. Polygon's getting back up. Yeah, I love it. Matic at 128. Love it. Almost 13% in 30 minutes. Anthony, thanks for that. Appreciate that nugget in chat. You're the man. Thank you. Angelo Arjun, how do you recover from the downtrend of Bitcoin trend with Bitcoin? How do you recover? Hold. You hold your assets, or you buy the dip, or both. Polygon at 128. Man, this is doing a lot here recently. Yeah, you're right. The last 30 minutes. Wow, interesting. Okay, so I'm actually going to try to go to. Actually, let me get some help from you guys in chat. What's a good 30-minute chart or hour chart? I think I had one up one day on a website. Let me see here. While I wait for somebody to put a good one in chat, I'll start trying to find one here. Live charts, crypto. I think I found one the other day. Was it Coin Tracker? I think it's Coin Tracker. I think I might have found it. Was it Coin Tracker? Can't remember if this was it. This might be a decent one. Trade View. All right, we'll try Trade View. This is tradeview.com. Oh, that ain't it. All right, here, hold on. Let's see. Let's find, where's Matic? It's going to give us 1 week. Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, I wish I could pull up Trader View. Oh, gotcha. Trader View. All right, we'll try that. Trader View. Gotcha. ETC. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. Also has 10 times the amount of total possible coins. This wasn't an accident. ETH is scared to death of ETC because they know ETC is Bitcoin 2.0. Regain tracking will destroy ETH. Okay, A991. It's interesting. I mean, you're building an interesting argument, but I just don't see that being a huge concern, especially when ETH 2.0 comes out, right? That's just my opinion here. All right, guys. So where do I go? Crypto. I've never been on TradingView. Not gonna. Oh, here we go. Markets, cryptocurrencies. Nice. Prices. Let's do that. Sweet. This is kind of nice. Okay. So Matic. Or what's the Matic network? We just want. Or is that still so? So technically, it's called Polygon now, but they might just say Matic. What's the price? Let's do Polygon. EJAC, but you must admit that it must pivot. No, this is Polygon X. So where's regular Polygon, guys? All right, we'll find another one of those. I'm not liking this site here. Here, but while we do that, let's go to the 1 day. So let's just see here. So where are we? Right in here. 914. We're at 107. We're at a couple hours ago at 107. Now 125. Nice movement. Matic, yeah. Okay, you're saying it is Matic here? Matic Network. Big money on, yep. No, that's, I don't know. So here's, let me show you guys this too. This is why I like Polygon long term here too. I think it's a 3-month. There was a really good article that came out. Where was this? No, this is May. Somewhere in here, in like mid-April, something like a really good article came out with Polygon and how it's going to be kind of working along with ETH 2.0. I remember reading it. They were talking about Vitalik and talking about Sandeep Nawal, and I even saw some of my favorite YouTubers covering, you know, Polygon. So I started looking into it, and I've already liked Ethereum right at this time. So I started watching it. I like to watch things for a couple weeks. I wish I'd have got in, watching it, and right in here, right about in here, I bought in. Right at the end of April here, and this thing just went skyrocketing, right? Just went parabolic, and came crashing down and working its way back up already though. I mean, this thing was all the way up at what? What's the all-time high? 255. Might even be higher than that, guys. We'll go 52 week. 268. Got up to $2.68. I put out a video on Polygon too, some massive price predictions, so make sure you check out the channel for that. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys, in a few. This has been great, as always. You know, just hanging out with you guys here on a Sunday night. Let me just pull up the channel real quick and show you what I mean with that the Polygon video, because I think it's fascinating. It's an asset that I think can really, really take off, especially if you believe in Ethereum, okay? If you believe in Ethereum, I think this is one that you really need to take a look at. So, right here, $50 Polygon, okay? So I just put this out a couple days ago. By 2025, get into a little bit of what it is and kind of how it's going to work alongside with Ethereum. So if you're interested in learning more about that, guys, check that one out. Of course, all kind of other stuff on the channel, Cardano, Dogecoin whales. So make sure you check those out. And really, guys, I want to hear from you too. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, what you're thinking. And again, I'm learning from you. Hopefully you're learning a little bit from me, and we're building a really cool community here. So thank you all. Have a great rest of your Sunday night, and enjoy your start to your week, and just keep grinding out there. Keep grinding, and let's hope we see some green this week. How about that? All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you. Thanks, Armand, for keeping things together in the chat again. Really appreciate that. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.